County Arts Council for the Circle Voices. Let's go check it out.
Instinctively, the graycoats hate the cat, have seen her nail blue jays, sometimes a woodpecker. It doesn't matter, the squirrels are from different tribes than birds. All suffering calls for annulment. From their view, the monster cat is probably more than foe, a god from the Badlands out to sharpen her art on life's scratching post. Do the squirrels, in their notebook on deeds, attribute the feline's actions to crimes of the heart? Or do they, like any free-roaming animal trapped with a sudden snap, take tutelage from what's seen, count the cat as one amongst their miseries?
Remember the restaurant in Montenegro with the hieroglyphic menu, where we dipped our fingers randomly, blindly, like pinning the tail on the donkey to place an order? We laughed when the somber-faced waiter served our 3 plates of eggs. 1 boiled, 1 scrambled, 1 fried. We laughed till we cried. Wound our way up mountain road, skirting border of Albania, mysterious country. Looked back at billowing dust clouds, looked ahead at parched shrubbery in hall of mirrors, shimmering in heat of day against cloudless Kosovo sky. We stopped, plucked wild pomegranate, sliced firm fleshy fruit through seed clusters, watched blood-red juice spill through our youthful fingers. Remember the boys, bronze children who, like a herd of young bucks, leapt from the bushes onto the roadway, waved us down, heard unfathomable words interspersed with pin, pin, pin.
One of the joys of moving from Wisconsin to Idaho was to have tree-ripened apricots, so my grandmother said, not the tasteless, hard ones from back home. So we watched the apricot tree laden with fruit until one day Dad said, "They're ripe." We scurried to get buckets and a ladder. I filled my bucket and surveyed the apricots, plump, deep orange with a rosy shine. I was so excited anticipating the succulent fruit. I picked one out, wiped it on my sleeve, held it to my nose, breathed the fragrance of honey and almond, and popped it into my mouth. Biting down, the sweet juice spilled onto my chin. Another bite. Suddenly I had the sensation of something crawling all over. I spit out the apricot, but the crawling went on. I screamed and started spitting. There were bugs crawling out and over my face. Mom and Grandma rushed to me. Grandma picked up a small tan insect from my lip. "Why, they're baby earwigs," she exclaimed. I had bitten into a nest of earwigs.
Eddie was told he was dying, liver failure. But really, it was failure to thrive. Because he'd used up his heart, body, and savings to keep his cancer-struck wife alive. And the state took his home, along with the pine trees, while God took his wife. He was sad and pissed and broke in a single wide, plopped like a cow pie on Great Basin sands near Standish. Eddie fell a lot, Appaloosa splotches on parched skin, but we still saw veins, tiny creeks, muddied with Listerine self-medication, though he told us it was for his powerful bad breath. We knew why he drank. Eddie had only 2 friends and volunteers to check on him, and he wanted it that way. No chance he'd ever surrender to the VA and die listening to city screams of sirens and airplanes. No, I want to die with the sandhill cranes flapping overhead and hear the coyotes singing. Till one day, he tumbled after a whiskey binge. This time, there were weepy stitches threading his skin. One of us drove him to the VA, committed him to the hospice section, where he joined rows of beds, just like the quarters for us Marines in Korea, he said. Back to being a number, not on a dog tag, but on a wristband, and soon a toe tag. Not long now, we thought, as Eddie's cloudy eyes followed us from the great green cot room of cancer and sterility. But damn it, if Eddie didn't stop tipping the bottle, and then he began to cajole his fellow end-of-lifers with jokes, country music, and stories until Eddie got kicked out of hospice. His veins finally clear, a constant smile under violet bulbous nose, and he again lives outside with the sweet sage and coyote songs that linger in the high desert air.
Oh, wow.
Steal lunch money from kids skinnier or younger than you, lift it from your mother's purse, or get a route as a paper boy. At age 10, I was skinnier than most, so it was me who'd be relieved of my dime for lunchtime milk by Richie Cholak or Steve Slazak, and I didn't dare touch my mother's purse. So that left looking for a paper route to satisfy my need to buy baseball cards, Hot Wheels, and Cherry Cokes. Now, a schoolyard chum, Tommy Zanone, delivered the free weekly newspaper, The Suburbanite, to homes, apartments, and storefronts near my neighborhood. As the near youngest of 9 children, Tommy soon realized it was easier to sneak in his older siblings' bedrooms and take quarters and dollar bills from crocheted purses and leather wallets. And it didn't matter when they were present, Tommy told me, because they'd be passed out from mixing Ballantine ale with Panama Red.
Love is a lady's pistol hidden, to be stolen from under a mattress stained, halfway from the dull brass frame. You open the door of the musty basement studio, head for the bed, and slowly creep your baby fingers inside. Victory exhales as you wrap your fingers around the smooth cherrywood grip and pull out to see love's fevered alloy barrel. You slip out the door, look left, look right. Love is in your pocket, and you relish the feel of love against your thigh. You have stolen love because you don't know if you will find it again, but your mother told you never to play with love in Reno. You walk over the railroad tracks with love in your pocket, feeling cool, knowing what no one knows about love, until you stop behind a wooden window. You abandon love, walk away, and leave love for someone else to find someday.
Writing is somehow about our soul, the state of our soul, and it's through our stories and through our poems that we connect with other people. And there are poems that I can think of that I've read in my lifetime that have given me strength and courage to go on when times were shaky for me.
Do you have any suggestions or any comments to our community about what happened tonight?
I just think we need to celebrate writers. We need to celebrate poetry and the arts. And I think, I'm a teacher, and working in the schools right now, we're all about, meeting state standards and the pressures on, and we're losing a lot of the just real appreciation for the arts. I mean, we still do a lot of literature and analysis with literature in the schools. But it would be nice to, like you and I were talking about before, it'd be really nice to get youth more involved in our community, doing more poetry and writing fiction and expressing themselves.
Mama may have, Papa may have.
Well, we just witnessed a circle of voices. Keep following us on Comsmopolitown.
That's got his own.